3 years ago, I had this unusual vision. It was a real dream to farm, but I didn't want to farm here in America or anywhere. I wanted to come back to Nigeria to actually do that. Obuko Wanago is my name. Born of Nigerian parents, both of Delta State. I was born and raised in Nigeria, in Lagos to be precise. Professionally, here in America, I am a clinical psychologist. I did go to school in Nigeria. Primary school, Lagos. Secondary school, I went to Federal Government College, Warri in Delta State. Went to the University of Ibadan, where I actually read political science. I was the highest ranking graduate in the 96-97 year. So when I left the shores of Nigeria in the 90s, the focus was to work in corporate America, but somehow I veered into what I consider to be my calling, which is clinical psychology. So I'm a clinical psychologist practicing in the US, but also practice in Canada too. Somehow I was blessed, to be able to find multiple farming operations in Osun State. But as I continue to get into the farming ecosystem of Nigeria, it just made sense that, we need to do more. Second year, we expanded and we continue to build on the successes of what we had and the failures too, just so you know. It wasn't all peaches and cream like they say here in America. Got a second operation, and it just went on and on. But as we continue to grow, it made sense that, something was missing here. We needed a real vision, not just planting perennials. What were we going to do to make this completely different? So what we decided to do was to create a visional template that focused on not just backyard farming, not subsistence farming, but we wanted to do commercial farming. What we're going to do was we were going to figure out a way to process, because almost 80 to 90% of Nigerian farmers don't actually do that. They sell their stuff raw, but that's not what we were going to do. The other focus was we were not going to do 5-6 months rain farming or wet season farming. If we're going to do this and we're going to do this right, we're going to do 12 months farming, in our little ecosystem in Osun State. So that again was what we implemented on our different farms, and we continue to grow. Year 3, that was when it began to make sense to us that what we really needed to do was to be audacious in the science and art of farming. And what we decided to do was, we were going to integrate farm. That is, it was not just going to be about crops, cash crops, perennial crops, but it was also going to be about animals. So the focus became ruminants. But if we were going to do ruminants, it wasn't going to be just about the usual stuff. You buy goat, you buy sheep, you buy cattle, then you sell them for a higher profit. We were going to do something completely different. And what we decided to do was artificial insemination was going to be the heartbeat of what we did. And here is why. In Nigeria, when we talk about goats, we talk about the Wad, that's the West African dwarf. We talk about the red Sokoto from the north. Maybe a little bit of the Sahelian goat from Niger. But we don't have a created breed from the different semen or the different corollaries out there. So what I wanted to do, or what made sense to me was, every animal that we bring on the farm, it's not going to be about selling for meat. I am a breeder. What I have been looking to do, and here's where I'm going with this, is to actually create a Nigerian breed that we haven't had before. So what we have done, about a month ago, we have our first artificial inseminated goat on that farm. And that was a combination of the Kalahari Red from South Africa and, the Red Sokoto. There's another one that is actually pregnant right now, and it's the Sahelian breed, also with the Red Kalahari. This is just our small vision, but it is growing, and it is growing, and it is growing. And that's the vision that we have. We want to have, a breed or breeds that we created that we can be proud of, to say, you know what, we actually did this. This is a Nigerian rabbit. It's not a South African rabbit. It's not an American breed. It's not Ghanaian. It's Nigerian, and we can be proud of it. That's what we are trying to do. We're trying to do the same with our ruminants too. We're trying to do the same with our cattle. That's the ultimate vision. And the reason for this is we're not looking to sell meat in terms of rabbit. We're not looking to sell cattle. We are trying to experiment. Portals of experimentation that people have never actually seen before. We want our farm to be a training ground, for people who are reading agriculture, who are reading agricultural economics. Let them come and see what we have. We're trying to do the same with our guinea fowl, Belgian guinea fowl and the local guinea fowl. We're trying to do the same with, the vision continues to grow. It's the creation of one ecosystem on our farm that everybody can be proud of. To do this, we know that we have to do things right. We have to manage water in a way that we've never done it before. We need to invest. Bottom line at the end of the day is that we want this to be about the entire Southwest community, about the whole of Nigeria. Let them see that in our own little pocket of the world. We don't always have to talk about Brazil, thank God for them. We don't always have to talk about the Dutch. We want to create a tourist attraction for children all over Nigeria to come and say, you know what, we've never seen that before, or we saw it in the history books, but it is really happening here in our own part of the world. So I am saying, I want you to join us as we continue to do this, because the vision is real. It's tough, because rain, water, those are difficult things to control in Nigeria. Sometimes the weather can be a little off, but the bottom line at the end of the day is our social media platforms. This is an opportunity for you to follow us. Follow us. Again, this Invicta Global Farms, we are not only going to show you the good stuff, but we will show you our failings, because again, this is not just a business, but this is about increasing what we actually have. So this is just an intro. You will be hearing from me. You will be hearing from other people that are attached to this vision and to this platform. Just to end this, I just want to thank or give a shout out, like people say, to my staff. Abayomi, he's the farm manager currently. We've got, she's a special lass. Idayat Oriola, she's the head of the animal section. She's young, she's vibrant. I was a little hesitant to bring a woman into that part of the world, but boy, she has exceeded the expectations of every single one. Then there's Damilola Akiade. He deals with the rabbits, he deals with the grass cutters. He's also going to be working with Idayat, when we start our poultry farming, which is about to actually start. And there's so many other wonderful people that are attached to this. So I really want to thank them for what, all that they have actually done. I also want to thank my best friend, Engineer Shola Olayonju. He's been with me from day one. If he was not a part of this, I definitely wouldn't do this at all. I also want to really thank my neighbors and the great people of Osun State. I won't name the person who we bought our farms from, but he's no longer with us, unfortunately. But our neighbors in Osun State, they have just been amazing people. They have followed our vision. They've helped even without asking. The last person I'm going to thank, or the last group of people, it's the great people of Osun State. That's the government, because we plant and we serve at their pleasure, and I will tell you that Osun as a state and as a people, they have just been amazing people, because they took in someone from Delta State. They didn't play the Nigerian card where you can't do this because you're not from somewhere. The government doesn't know us, and it is what it is. Maybe if they want to, maybe the Ministry of Livestock, maybe if they want to know us. At the end of the day, we serve at the pleasure of the local community, the nobility, and the state, and we will do everything to honor the land. We will do everything, to be respectful of the people. That's why almost everyone on that farm is an indigene of that part of the world, because it makes sense to honor them by doing that. Again, this is just an intro, and I know it was a really lengthy intro. I just want to say thank you for listening and thank you for following us, and I can't wait to see how this plays out.